Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Berserk. I hope I don't throw up. So I was asking the question, how could one man, uh, people say it's God's strength, that he conquered the hypocrites of his time, right? In Makkah, polytheists, so many of them economically superior, the Jews in Yathrib and all that. So kept wondering like that until now recently. I could see it, and it's made me sick in the stomach, extremely sick. And to remind you that I would never go into politics, any family also politics, dirty politics. I would want to stay away from those people who do this, because I don't have it in me to take it. So would want to be a great person and be there to help out or something, but no, I would rather avoid that. I don't have that much strength anyways. Later on, before that, thinking rise above all the petty things in life, and even what life, the bad things, the whatever worst things that life can throw at you. So somehow I felt God would help me, because alone I cannot do this. And alone I cannot do this either, that I'm going to show you now. So there's this from my one of my live streams day before yesterday, I think. I was talking about why can't the Shia see Surah Zabah at 60? It's all wrong. The Jews, hypocrites, ones whose hearts is a disease, in whose hearts is a disease, and the rumor mongers should not have been killed, massacred, completely captured. And so I was explaining that. So I thought I would again, the reminder. I was on another ayat now. In my previous live stream, you can see today's. So I had to come here in Surah, why isn't this opening? Surah Azab, ayat 13, Tafseers I read out. Now, I didn't read out the Tafseer of Surah Azab, ayat 13. O people of Yathrib, you have nowhere to stand, right? And so let's see how far I go with this, and if I'm able to talk about this and show you that I don't. The Tafsir says how the hypocrites of Makkah, polytheists, turned against the Yathrib people, and it's quite. And even the Shia one. Oh, so this has opened. The Shia one has opened here. Thank you, Quran.al-Islam.org. So this is quite terrible. Okay, so I don't know how to do this, although I've been doing this. Let me first, I'll read the ayat, 13th, and then the tafsirs, both Shia, Sunni. So let's start with the ayat here and then the Shia commentary, since the Shia website opened. Surah 33, ayat 13. And when a party of them said, O people of Yathrib, or Yathrib, there is no place to stand for you, therefore go back. And a party of them asked permission of the Prophet, saying, surely our houses are exposed. And they were not exposed. So this also, and they only decide to fly away. So like in Surah Fath ayat, again, against the Bedouin Jews, we are told in Yathrib, he doesn't accept their forgiveness, and he's called them, using Allah, hypocrites, put such blame on them. He had all the power to write these ayats, change anything he likes, as he blames the Ahle Kitab, Jews and Christians to have changed and corrupted the books. So, first of all, I don't believe in the Abrahamic religion, so like that. Okay, so I'm not good. I thought since the point has come out, I should come out with another thing. Like, I believe in this when the Hindus have tried their bestest, and they have a consistency in the cultured land, Bhumi Devi, Bharat, India. So, but where, what this you can do to these ayats, books, holy books, as we are told in one of the Quran ayats or all that, the Quran ayat that the Jews and the Christians changed their religion and the book, right? So why even go through this? God the Almighty cannot do something like this. So here, reading just the ayat, I thought it was actually Prophet Muhammad, the culprit. Doesn't it seem like surely our houses are exposed, and they were not exposed. They only desired to fly away, run away. So these people of Yathrib were bad. Oh, and the polities were telling them. So we'll read the Tafseer, let's see. But the Shia thing is that I had to go to, it says here, see commentary for verse 10, then you go up to verse 10 commentary. Here is the commentary under verse 10. The sight of the enemy who surrounded the city around the trench was frightful. All the Muslims, save the Holy Prophet, his Ahl Bayt, and their followers feared that they might not be able to stand the trial and would be slaughtered and destroyed. All the Muslims, except the Holy Prophet, Ahl Bayt, and their followers, right? Feared that all the Muslims, except them, feared. The hearts jumped to the throats as expressive of cowardice, like in the 10th ayat. They came on you from above you refers to, so this is a previous ayat. The word moment in the verse refers to themselves believers were not in fact true faithfuls, they're insecure. So all this seems to be, such heavy, like against the believers. Mu'minin, believers. Verse 11 refers to those who posed themselves as believers but were not in fact true faithfuls. The insincerity and false guise became known when Amr threw an open challenge, but none of the companions came forward to meet him in single combat because they were shaken by the frightening terror, as stated in the commentary of verse 9, only just keeping the Muslim delusive hopes. The Holy Prophet had seen clear signs of victory, but the hypocrites and the insincere believers accused him and the true believers of keeping the Muslims in delusive hopes. Ayats on this. Yathrib is the ancient name of Medina. The disaffected hypocrites and the insincere spread defeatist rumors and persuaded the Muslims to leave the scene of the impending battle and withdrew for the defense of their homes, although their homes were not exposed to any enemy attack. Oh, really? No, wait a minute. Their homes were not exposed to enemy attack? Maybe their homes were exposed to enemy attack, like we're told those who wanted to remain with their families, taking care of the business in Yathrib, the Baduans, in Surah Fat. So I can't take everything these Islamic, wherever it's come from, the Ahl Bayt. Look at Surah Fatah. Their homes were not exposed. So here the way they are blamed, say to those who remain behind of the Baduans. Surah Fatah 16. Sorry if I didn't. So I'm going to make these mistakes because I'm kind of shattered. Again, I saw such a dirtiest politician, leader, religious leader ever. Like maybe there's someone else, but Islam has taken over And Imam Hussein took over our hearts and all this. All around the world, like, non-Muslims to Imam Hussein. Say to those who, sorry, excuse me. So I'm going to read the ayat. Say to those who remain behind of the Badawans, you will be called to face a people of great military might. If I break down now, तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो. This is an Indian movie song. Okay, let me just gather. If someone could help me, like Khalib, come on. No, I have a cold, so I have this herbal tea just to calm my nerves. Maybe this will help. Excuse me. No, it's not that hot. Okay. So maybe somebody, because I want to run away, hide somewhere. But I can't hide. How far would I go? Madonna song. Which song was that? If I ran away. Right. How far would I go from what was my religion? So it's, come on me, I have to do this. Say to those remained behind of the Badawans, you will be called to face a people of great military might. So you can't rule that out, that their houses were not exposed in Surah Azab verse 13, since these Badawans are threatened, since they wanted to remain, didn't want to go and help Prophet Muhammad, didn't want to go with Prophet Muhammad and help him. You may fight them or they will submit. So if you obey, Allah will give you a good reward. But if you turn away as you turned away before, He will punish you with a painful punishment. Devil. I've never seen, not that I've come across, or maybe because I'm doing my analysis of this, and not a Bible, like some prophet in the Bible. But even doing Moses' thing, because Moses is mentioned a lot. So going to the Jews' books, I haven't found someone like him. So you know how I was asking myself, and I was like, first of all, where does Ghalib Kamal get all this information? Oh my God, it's in the Muslim books, Umayyad books. And then I realized that. And then I was like, how could him and Ali, because you see, it says here, two people and the Ahl al-Bayt, like few. How could they do this? Did they? So here it's showing, it's coming to my aunts, answering me how they could have done this. And some of it is inference. Like, how could they set the polytheists against the Yathrib people? So prone and ever. You see, because Imam Ali said, oh God, on which day can I run away from death? The day which is decreed or the day which is not decreed? So only the Ahl al-Bayt, right? And Ali stuck with him. Holy Prophet and his Ahl al-Bayt and their followers did not fear what all Muslims were fearing at that time. Feared and were not able to stand the trial and would be slaughtered and destroyed, they thought. And their hearts jumped to the throats like that. Expressive of cowardice. Oh my God. So maybe he took hostages like in front of, I would say, if you have to be raped by a false prophet, Safiya bint Huwayfas, I don't know, sorry but I think Jawariya's father, knowing that this prophet has killed a part of his tribe, the other tribe, the Bani Qurayza tribe, and Jawariya was from the Banu Nadir tribe, and the father and all were made captives, and then he married Jawariya bint Harith, so her father Harith, being raped, seeing his daughter being raped every day in front of him, or whenever it's his turn, Prophet Muhammad's turn to go to Jawaria, I mean, that's worse. But the way Huwei was killed, Huwei, well, I can't say Huwei properly pronounced, Huye, sorry. So I think it's worse to have, I mean, it's both ways, it's terrible, but it's also worse to have the father see, since the father of Jawaria, the Banu Nadir tribe, parts, they were told in Islamic history that they were kept alive and then they were set free. Most of them. Like, there was a little group of them. See, they were defeated by this monster. Most of the companions of the Holy Prophet who were weak in faith fell easy prey to the machination of the clever hypocrites as they did in the Battle of Badr. So, what actually happened here? Companions, verse 20 gives a vivid picture of the psychology of most of the companions of the Holy Prophet. Even when the enemy had gone, they were so much confused in their minds that they secretly decided to run away from the city and take refuge in the desert if the enemy made another attack. What could have happened? Like, these two people, like, even if, like, let's say if this is true, not that I'm taking it as true, but I have to seep through it and see. But even if I take this, like, all the Muslims except Holy Prophet and his Ahlul Bayt and their followers were a handful. So how could they defeat this, like, setting polities against Yathrib? How did they manage to do this? He must be a warlord. He must be, going there. And why didn't they kill him? He's the mischief maker. He's the corrupt criminal, highest kind, and using Allah. I don't know how this could have happened. Yathrib, but it comes close to, like, I I know there are hypocrites, but I don't know how far, how deep, how is their calculating plan, scheming. What can they do? Let's say if so. This also taking it like this. Not that I believe in what is written here, anything that's written here, but just taking it if Prophet Muhammad and Ali and Abu Zar and Salman Farsi and Bilal, handful of them were faithful. How could he have done this? So all I can see is his plan is so, like, look at the way he's turned verses around. And so it gives me that picture that, oh my God, I don't know to what extent dirtiest politics he's played, hostages he took. I have to, like, think. And these believers, when they came upon you from above you and from below you, and when the eyes turned dull and the hearts rose up to the throats, and you began to think diverse thoughts of Allah. So there was a messenger, we are told in another ayat. He said, where is the help of Allah? What about that? What are you going to say? So from one point to another, I'll be going like this. Sorry, it has to be like this, right? You'll have to bear with me. So the messenger said, where? Here, the messenger said, where is the messenger of the believer said, where is the help of Allah? So there is a messenger, maybe below this Prophet Muhammad, somewhere in history. So I haven't looked at the tafseer of this. Behold Allah. When will Allah's help come, right? It's in Surah Baqarah 21. And you believe Surah Baqarah 21. So now is Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad is very great. 21? Oh no, I forgot. Where is this? 214. Okay. Excuse me. Need to breathe. Some congestion. I have to take herbal tea. Or do you think that you will enter paradise with such trial has not yet come to you, as came to those who passed on before you? They were touched by poverty and hardship and were shaken until even their messenger and those who believed with him said, "When is the help of Allah?" Then the reply came, "Unquestionably, the help of Allah is near," or something. But they did ask, "When is the help of Allah?" I don't know where the reply comes from. It came, truly God's help is near. But they did before, even if they've replied themselves, like on his blindness, John Milton says, in the end, those who wait also serve God, like meaning on his blindness, so he consoles himself. So when he's starting to get blind, one talent. So even if they've replied themselves, but before this they did ask, when will God's help arrive? The messenger. So why are you blaming the believers here? Their hearts turned to the throats in Surah Azab, and so heavily, right? And even the Sunni Tafseer, Islamic sources, same thing, that the polity is Yathrib, ancient, scene of impending, the disaffected hypocrites and the insincere spread defeatist rumors, persuaded the Muslims to leave the scene of the impending battle and withdraw for the defense of their homes, although their homes were not exposed to enemy attack. Hope the sound is coming, because I have to check. Sorry, yes. So prone to ever ready hostility against Islam that if the enemy had been able to penetrate into battle of Uhud, certain men who deserted the Holy Prophet made a covenant with Allah and His Prophet that they would behave better next time. Ooh! Most of the Most of the companions. So I just leave what Ali said because I've read it before. On which day will I run away from death? So that doesn't mean you just go to war and keep going to war and war and war and war. Sorry. Or ask them to kill themselves and then say haram. It's haram. A Maulvi will never come if you commit suicide. Suicide. You are being violent against yourself, nafs. And then here, if you think this Prophet will not help, sorry, if you think that Allah will not help this Prophet, then go and take a rope and hang yourself. And another time also to the Jews, they do not wish for death, since they don't wish for death because they're not true. So how to wish for death is like put a curse on you and say, "I wish for death." In Surah Jumu'ah, Hadus, they will never wish for death. I think in Surah Jumu'ah, So this goes on, and you can read this. There's a correction though I want to make. They would fight but little, shows that the companions made almost no contribution. Okay, they would not wish for death. They would, let me show you this also. They would not wish for death. Every point, you would say, I'm going out of the topic. No, I'm in the topic. It's like in law also. You give precedence, you give the case. You talk about, you make a whole thing, write an article or whatever you do in law where you're making a draft or something. You do this versus this. So from this to that point, then I have to show you the Quran ayats I'm quoting at times, especially this time. They would not wish for death. Is it in Surah Juma against the Jews? And see how it is. 7th. But they will never wish for death. Yes, it's Surah Juma, 7th ayat. But they will never wish for death because of the evil deeds they have committed. Oh God. So you know how this, I just want to show you like how, if it can come in Surah Juma, Quran.com can give me. See, this is extreme case of a gaslighter, but they will not wish for it ever because of what their hands have. No. 6th ayat. Tell them, oh, you have become Judaized, if you arrogantly fancy that you are Allah's favorites to the exclusion of all people. Huh? Then wish for death if you are truthful in your claim. What did Imam Ali say? Ask me. And not only that, but I will decide each case, even Christians' case from their Bible. Maybe their God, what if their God has said, don't wish for death? Maybe their law is, do not wish for death, haram. So, okay, but at least let's come together and then like Prophet Muhammad did with the Najran Christians, the curse of Allah be on the liars. That's it. Better like that than to tell them to wish for death. Maybe it's not allowed to wish for them death. We were told never wish for death. Live. This is a blessing of life, God. And when there are trials and tribulations, those are tests. So this is wrong, again, very wrong. And you know the curse also, whoever is a liar. Now the Christians, Jesus Christ has told them not to curse their enemies. Bless your enemies. Love those who hate you. So it's not in the religion. How would you allow, how can you ask them to put a curse? Something, so you need to respect each other's religious values, laws and principles. Thanks for exposing the cult, Muhammad. Sure. Sorry, your message was there for review. Raul Nunes. Raul Nunes. Thank you so much for being here. Dash topic. Okay. I'm just trying to get... Sorry if I mispronounced your last name and your first name. You are most welcome. I need to... I thank you for your encouragement. This is a cult of a time. This is a devil's cult, and like I have not come across such a man. In what way he defeated Yathrib and Makkah, Meccan polytheists? You do? Oh God, you're thanking me? Oh, I think I also need to thank those helping me. You also who have come here. I need to thank you so much. You know what? Whoever's helping me, keeping me safe. I started off with my religion, beautiful. I'm going to show off, proclaim the bounties of thy Lord unto others, show you the heights of the beauty of this religion. That's and it ended up like this. Also, that I've never seen such a cult man like Muhammad, cult leader like Muhammad. Thank you for the encouragement. It is so sick. Oh my God. You see this, the way he's put. He doesn't even value their... Now, Allah should remain consistent, whether you ask the Jews or whoever. You've made a law, and they have a law. You must respect their law. How can they wish for death? Why should they wish for death? First of all, you're misbehaving with me. You've come to my city. You've done so many things that the Shias should get up and object. The Sunnis should object. But they don't. The Sahabas were objecting. He called them hypocrites. Where the Shias take that from? Him and his Ahlul Bayt. The wives tried to test him. They are hypocrites. And he's going to please his wives, and the Shias are defending him in Surah Tahrim. What a great husband, what a great husband. Missing the point of hypocrisy in him. So many points they missed. So this, God bless you, Rawal, Nahas, God bless you so much. Family members, your country, I truly wish you the best. God bless you much always, all of you. And this is sick. I feel like throwing up. Ugh. Excuse me. I mean, I just saw. So, yeah, the Sunni Tafseer. Sorry. I just need to. Sorry, I just need to mute myself. I'm making these sounds and all this. Great. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Oh, no, I had to. Sorry, I'll keep going on like this, making sounds. So, where's the Sunni Tafsir? Oh, the polity. Wait, where's the Sunni Tafsir? I just. What's this ayat? Okay, I'm kind of in a fix here. Something. This application of hijab. So, Surah Azab ayat 13. So we are told in the Tafsir, I've got to look at, check the Sunni Tafsir. Oh God, it's so terrible. You know what the polity is? No, not this one. I think I'll take, sorry. I went to my Islam, yes, here. So you can find other tafsirs, but here they have Ala Maududis and Ibn Qatir. And when a section of them, the sentence has two meanings. The apparent meaning is that there is no chance for them to stay at the trench against the polytheists. Mean to say the polytheists were against the polytheists, the Jews or the Muslims. Therefore, they should return to the city. And the hidden meaning is that there is no chance for them to remain in Islam. Not even remain in Islam. Therefore, they should return to their ancestral religion so that they might escape the danger in which they had involved themselves by earning the hostility of the whole of Arabia. These are the Jews, the Yathrib Muslims who didn't go. In Surah Fat, we are told, the hypocrites uttered such mischievous things so that they could make the one who would listen to them understand the intended hidden meaning. But in case someone took exception to their words, they could say that they have been misunderstood. These are not the hypocrites saying this. Actually, you can see from Surah Fat ayat that the Baduans were told they will be facing such army. So even if this is about Uhud battle or Confederates time, Surah Azab, right? Yes, that is when the Bani Qurayza also joined the invaders. The hypocrites had a good excuse for defection, and they started asking the Prophet for leave to go and protect their houses and families, right? Surah Fatayat, which they said had been endangered. Whereas at that time, the Prophet was responsible for the defense and protection of all the people. Oh my goodness! As if before Prophet Muhammad, Yathrib was not peaceful, having oases, palm trees, and well irrigated, well infrastructured. My goodness. To devise plans for the protection of the city and its people. No, here. Sorry, I cut. Of all the people of Medina. Because the Prophet was responsible for the defense and protection of Al Madinah. There I said it. After the treachery of the Qurayza, because they didn't help Prophet Muhammad, it was for. So, what I wanted to correct is no, the hypocrites are not shouting out that, oh, people of Yathrib, you have no place to stand, just to scare them. Please see this also, right? If it says here, this is what it means that the hypocrites were shouting out, O people of Yathrib, you have nowhere to stand. These are definitely the people of Yathrib. Because the Quran says people of Yathrib, not Medina. So go back. Some of them asked the Prophet's permission to leave, saying, oh, so now these people of Yathrib have believed in the hypocrites shouting out to them, O people of Yathrib, you will not be able to withstand the attack, so go back. So who has called them to this attack, this war? Allah. In Surah Fat, ayat 16 I showed you. Oh, so now the double blame has been put on them. I think I've had enough. Okay, I'm sorry, this is very hard on me to talk about. Very hard. Oh, I think I'll sing a Michael Bolton song. So hard on my soul. Missing you now. It's so hard on my soul to speak. So I thought I would a little bit here. I hate this politics. I hate this. Okay, but I need to do this. Sorry, I'm not acting or anything. Actually, I'm trying to make myself strong. I've just come here because I couldn't take it and I need help. I need help too. So, I don't think you should follow such a person. Shias also calling out to Shias. Look how they turned it up. Sorry. Let's see in the night time late. No, I'm kind of. So this was just an introduction where I've reached. I'm unable to speak. Otherwise, I'll throw up if I exert myself. So please excuse me, Rahul. Nona, see how weak I am. I tried. I will do it. I will do it. I'll come back later. Sorry about this, Rahul. Nonas, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. I have to take a break. So I have to go and I will come back tonight. I have to finish this. God give me strength. Thank you so much.